There are three types of sources for construction history of Gupta period. It is literary sources: Narada, Vishnu, Brihaspati, Katayana Smritis, Kamandakas Nitisara, a work on polity addressed to the king, 400 CE, Devi Chandragupta, Mudra Rakshasam by Vishagadatta, provide details about rise of Guptas, Buddhist and Jaina text, works of Kalidasa, Chinese traveler Fahin, accounts of Chinese traveler Fahin, and Mehrauli epigraphical sources include Mehrauli Iron Pillar inscription of Chandragupta, achievements of Chandragupta I, Allahabad pillar inscription, achievements describing Samudragupta's personality, an achievement in 33 lines composed by Harisena and engraved in Sanskrit and in Nagari script. The numismatic sources, coins issued by Gupta kings contain legends and figures. These gold coins tell us about the titles the Guptas assumed and the Vedic rituals they performed. The Guptas seem to have risen from the modest origins. Chandragupta I was the ruler of the Gupta dynasty, married Kumara Devi, a Lichavi princess. The marriage is mentioned in the records of his successors with pride, indicating the connection which would have contributed to the rise of Guptas. Lichavi was an old established Gana Sangha and his territory laid between the Ganges and the Nepal Terai. According to Allahabad inscription, Samudragupta, the illustrious son of Chandragupta I, had conquered the whole fertile plains west of Prayag to Mathura and launched a spectacular raid through the Kalinga into the south as far as Kanchipuram, the Pallava capital. The first ruler of the Gupta empire was Sri Gupta. Both Sri Gupta was succeeded by his son Gatotcha. Both Sri Gupta and Gatotcha are mentioned as Maharajas in inscriptions. Chandragupta, one son of Gatotcha, ruled from 319 to 335 CE and is considered to be the first king of the Gupta Empire. Chandragupta held the title of Maharaja the Raja. His imperial position is inferred from records of others. Chandragupta I appointed his son Samudragupta, succeeding him in 335 CE. A lengthy eulogy on him described on Ashokan pillar suggests that he was claiming the legacy of the Mauryan kingdom. Samudragupta campaigned on the eastern coast as far as Kanchipuram. 9 kings of the western half of the Ganges plains were violently uprooted. The forest kings were forced to pay tribute. The kings of Assam and Bengal in eastern India and those of small kingdoms in Bengal and the Punjab also paid tribute by submission. 9 republics in Rajasthan, including the Malavas and Yodayas, were forced to accept Gupta suzerainty. In addition, foreign kings such as the Daivaputra Shahan Shahi Vishana title, the Sakas and the king of Lanka also paid tribute. Napoleons called Samudragupta, historians called Samudragupta the Napoleon of India. His direct control was confined to the Ganges valley. Since the Sakas remained concurrent in the western India, the tribes of Rajasthan paid tribute, but the Punjab was outside the limits of his authority. Samudragupta's campaign broke power of the tribal republics in these regions that led to repeated invasions from the Huns. The relationship with Kushanas is not certain, but with regard to Lanka, its ruler Meghavarman sent presents and requires permission from Samudragupta to build a Buddhist monastery at Gaya. Samudragupta's reign lasted for about 40 years, which must have given him ample time to plan and organize these campaigns. Samudragupta patronized scholars and poets like Harisena and thus promoted Sanskrit literature. Though an ardent follower of Vaishnavism, he also patronized the great Buddhist scholar Vasubandhu. As a lover of poetry and music, he was given the title of Kaviraja. His coins bear the insignia of him playing the veena lute. Chandragupta II is named after his grandfather. Chandragupta II was a capable ruler who was ruled for 40 years from 375 to 3415 CE. Since succession struggle with his brother Ramagupta is also known as Vikramaditya. Chandragupta II is also known as Vikramaditya with the capital at Pataliputra. Chandragupta II extended the limits of the Gupta Empire by conquest and matrimonial alliances. He married off his daughter Prabhavati to Vakataka prince who ruled the strategic lands of Deccan. The alliance was highly successful when he proceeded against the Saka rulers of western India. Chandragupta II conquered western Malwa and Gujarat by defeating the Saka rulers who had reigned for about 4 centuries in the region. After establishing himself in the eastern and western India, Chandragupta II defeated northern rulers like Huns, Kambojas, Kiratas. He was a great conqueror and an able administrator as well. His other names include Vikrama Devagupta, Devaraja, Simha Vikrama, Vikramaditya and Sakari. His court had 9 jewels or Navaratnas, that is, 9 eminent people in various fields of art, literature, and science. This included the great Sanskrit poet Kalidasa, Sanskrit scholar Harisena, the lexicographer Amarasimha, the physician Dhanvantari. Fahin, the Buddhist scholar from China, visited India during his reign. During the Chandragupta II's reign, Chandragupta II was the first Gupta ruler to issue silver coins. His rule thus formed the peak period of Gupta's territorial expansion. Chandragupta II was succeeded by son Kumaragupta I, who founded the Nalanda University. Was also called as Sakraditya. The last great king of the Gupta dynasty, Skandagupta, was the son of Kumaragupta I. He was able to repulse an attack by the Huns. But the recurrence of Huns invasions strained his empire's coffers. The Gupta Empire declined after the death of Skandagupta in 467 CE. The last recognized king of the Gupta line was Vishnugupta, who reigned from 540 to 550 CE.